This is the 856 to Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. If you'd like to sponsor, come and share more of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please call me directly. Very greatly appreciate it. Today we're doing Sim and Tuf Kuf Nun Aleph Sif Yud to Yud Zayin. Yud Katzmer Ben Ramah B'Sif Pav. Dafiq B'Shabbos Chazon, even the Shabbos Chazon, they machlim B'Gdei Shabbos. You don't switch to B'Gdei Shabbos. But only the shirt. Mutar Afil Chal Tishba B'Shabbos, and that's Mutar even the Tishba comes on Shabbos. In other words, Shabbos Chazon is Shabbos ninth day above. Machmir is Einel L'Toah. Somebody's machmir on this is only making a mistake. The Ketonas Einel L'Minei Zeh. The shirt, evidently meaning here what we would call a t-shirt or undershirt today, is on account of perspiration. Have a portion Parogas Shel Shabbos. You do put a Parogas of Shabbos on the Aron Kodesh. In Lo Shira Shabbos Tish B'Av and Nidcha Lo Shabbos comes out actually on the ninth day above. As B'Shlov to us, a portion Gam Parogas Shel Shabbos, and then you don't put the Shabbos Parogas on the Aron. V'Amapos Mechsos, the tablecloths and the coverings. The Parogas are like the Parogas. Like Mishesh L'Sum B'Shabbos Nachamu. Somebody's getting married on Shabbos Nachamu. Evidently, it means that during the week of, I assume, Shabbos Nachamu, so he has an ufruf. On Shabbos Chazoin, Butul Bosh B'Gdei Shabbos Chazon. He can wear Shabbos clothes and Shabbos Chazoin. Ava Begonim Chadashim, also the new clothes are also feel Chason, even for the Chason. Become Ibi Avio Chason Yochel Bosh Beged Elyon Shel Shabbos Chav Chason Chein Chosam Mario. Also, the father of the Chason could put a Shabbos frak for non Chason, and that was Mario's custom as well. Which goes right to the further the collar. A collar could also put on Shabbos clothes. Mishur writes that if the Ishmael comes out on Shabbos, you can only matter the father of the chazan to wear. No, you can't be matter the father of the chazan to wear any Shabbos clothing. Yurav Vida, you should know. Here comes the however. For 2 or 3 generations already. We do not have this custom Shabbos Chazon. And life shouldn't be the Shabbos. We're not all big Shabbos. Gedolei Ador Shayu Oz. The Gedolei Ador were in the 2 or 3 generations ago. I think most famously including the Gra. Higo Kane, they conducted us that way. But I'm going to say that when they said Shazel Kamar Ma'avelus Shabbos V'Hesia, that to not do so would be to indicate to practice Avelus in public on Shabbos. Okay, if it was Shabbos Chabal Tishba, therefore even when Shabbos comes out on Tishba and Nidcha, and Tishba is pushed off till Motzei Shabbos, or the Lov Shem B'Gdei Shabbos, we wear B'Gdei Shabbos. Yibnei Zeh, it's going to be a menu. The times there be a menu, and therefore be a menu Eila in our day and age, Kimat Nishkach the Davar Shein L'Boshi the Shabbos Zon and forgotten the custom not to wear Shabbos clothing and Shabbos Zon. The Tamua Etzli Davar Zeh. It's astonishing. Before the 2 or 3 generations ago, they didn't know this. But im nonetheless, no Medina. Their custom was to not wear Shabbos clothes, even though that's not necessarily practical letter of the law. How can we cancel a minute? So Shulchan says, Pan said we wear this clothes. They said, come on, it's a bunch of Shabbos Musa. By the ancients, their way to dress their Shabbos and weekdays was basically essentially the same in how they looked. The question is the material. Was it high grade material or cheaper material? So it's not a great distinction. Because poor people also on Shabbos they wear material which is not so fabric which is not so high grade. So therefore, they bring us to wear weekday clothing. Shaking said Kamadora is supposed to now several generations Mikoidem prior to us. Shabbos I said Tmuna Cheres the Gamri Lab Garden Ben Ashir. So now Shabbos we get completely different garments, whether we're rich or poor. You know, seeing Kokova Shell Kluppin. On weekdays they used to wear like a regular hat. Shabbos Streimel. Okay, he doesn't distinguish about in Litha. I think since it's cold, a lot of people wear shtreimels on Shabbos. And of course, Yerushalmi also wears shtreimels on Shabbos. But anyway, the clothing well. Said beged. So then, if you would wear a weekday garment today, everybody would see it's actually a weekday garment. Kite, whatever that coat that is. No. I guess kite is the kapota, and that is. This is everyone knows Shabbos you wear the kapota, whether it's fancy silk for a rich person or simple silk for a poor person. Therefore, in our day and age, the Gedolim decided to change minhag. Since our clothing looks different in an obvious way, therefore it would be obvious on Shabbos to wear weekday clothing. Therefore I say, in our day and age, that we, based on the command of the government, I didn't know there was such a command in the Vardak, that we went back. I guess this is true certainly in our day and age, when people do not wear a kapote or a strimo or just wear a nicer suit on Shabbos. So then they have the same countenance. So wear a cheaper suit on weekday and a more expensive suit on Shabbos. John says go back to the original minhag. Wow. Mr. Burr says in Vilna, the minhag based on Gra is to wear Shabbos clothing. Some people change one garment. Emin says you have to wear Shabbos clothing even on Shabbos, which Tisha B'Av falls out. Arukh HaShulchan is pretty amazing. He says go back to the original minhag. Brackets, he says, the Daishno, the Zesh is bar b'sif tes v'chol chodeshav lishmit inish chulei. That which is we learned yesterday. They should try and get out of court cases in Av. Sorry, before Bezor Yisro says in Zor and Yisro, it seems that's clear. It's rock at Tisha B'Av lishtam. It's only Tisha B'Av. After Tisha B'Av, it's okay. The Shmuel says no. We should get rid of court case until Rosh Chodesh Elul, but at least until after Tisha B'Av. The week in which Tisha B'Av takes place, assume a cyber base now that the haircuts nor the laundry. You don't want to wear the laundry now, but wear after. Wait till after Tisha B'Av. If you only have one garment, also it's also unless you look up at Shabbos, unless it's for the honor of Shabbos, which is we shall see. Those which are laundered from before, now to wear nor to spread on the bed, and even handkerchiefs and table coverings are also. Nearly it seems to be the Chabad Shabbos Gam Zemuta. For Shabbos is also okay. We have discussed them to all the Machmal saying so Chodesh. Chabad Shabbos Muta Kutones B'Paras Yotzavim. But I guess maybe since we start earlier from Rosh Chodesh, we're allowed to more make on Shabbos. It sounds like saying, but I don't think that's what he means. I think he's saying we have to make the Asla things not just from Shvush Chabal, the Ashkenazim, but even from Rosh Chodesh. But on Shabbos, it's okay to have fresh, at least fresh T-shirts, as he said before, and kerchiefs, handkerchiefs, etc. You give him a v'day. You should know the midinim begonav v'day. So those chabes that we should know to launder. And other kibbutz shalhem. It's only their type of laundry. Their laundering was brilliant and beautiful. Lo kibbutz should launder, not our laundering. So ain't isra kibbutz in gilts. By us, it should be only also to do laundry with ironing. Or use a smooth stone in order to smooth out the wrinkles. And linen, even ironing should be mutter. They said that the kli pishlan ain't by mishum gilts. Linen ironing is not effective. And the ironing linen is like washing other material, fabric. Mutter should be mutter. That's because the linen, and here he means not, I didn't realize this ever before, but now I realize that linen here is a synonym for undergarments. Still, in some places, they still call them linens, the undergarments. So linens here means undergarments, and ironing undergarments doesn't really make a difference because you should go to the bus because they're near the flesh. Sounds there, and always full perspiration. And we don't iron them particularly nicely. That would only be, however, to permission to iron them and leave them until after Tisha B'Av. But to wear the newly laundered garments during the week of Tisha B'Av would be usher, even according to the strict law of the Gemara. Yudalit. But we, let's our field klipishtan. We ask the linens as well. I feel kibbutz even in our form of laundry. Below gilts, without ironing. Ben chabes to the bosh, whether it's to wash and to wear. Ben chabes to whether to wash and to set aside. Kem shav say kibbutz zel hissus. It's our forefathers said this is prohibited. Male shas ulan medina. So of course it's us for us according to the strict letter of the law. The vayz besides that, yesh the kibbutz ulan medina also. Some say our laundry is also also according to the letter of the law. That's Shomer Gemara, the Kibush Motor. That Gemara says the outer laundry is okay. Zo, it's Limba that's by them. Fishmei Mema Yuakurim, because they had dirty water. Minesha B'chol Bavel Eina Eretz Horim B'Kos Eretz Yisrael, because Bavel is not a land of mountains and hills like Eretz Yisrael. That's where the water settled with sediment, the residue wasn't so clean. They don't get so clean like in Eretz Yisrael. But the rest of Eretz Yisrael, our water is good. It gets well laundered. Besides another prohibition, some say the kibush some say our washing is in fact what the Gemara calls ironing. The giyutz ain't ever mlubenes. Ironing is not with a hot iron. Elamayim ve'efer, but water with a lye, or neser, or boris, or detergent, or borax. That's saying lo mechabsim neser. We use detergent and borax. And so the Medina also, according to the level, it's also according to this pshat and giyutz. Even in linens, a complaint of the love should also Medina Gemara to wear them is also according to the law of the din of the Gemara. Furthermore, the chazina, the pishon shlem is kapsim our linen gets well laundered. On the contrary, we use extra special detergent and borax and our underwear. And I guess they also used irons. Also, therefore, by us, all types of laundry is also during the week of Tisha B'av. Tezvav. I make a suas aser all types of laundry, not just Shavuot Shechabo, but according to Bnei Ashkenaz, from Rosh Chodesh until after the fast. Bishop says somebody only has one garment. You can allow him to wash from Rosh Chodesh until Shabbos, not Shavuot Shechabo, presumably. Except unless a person mitzvah, Isha Lovesh Shizvanim, as a woman has to wear white because she's counting Shiv Nakim. Lutais Chabesh is allowed to launder, little lotion to wear. Latia Tachtea and put fresh linen underneath her. Vizel at Tisha B'av, that's until Tisha B'av. Abu Tisha B'av at Smo, Lo Tibash Shizvanim. And Tisha B'av should not wear a fresh white, like the Bash Chaluk, Baduk Naki, should wear a clean and checked cloak. Mishra says if she doesn't have one, many Achroim say she's allowed to wear a white cloak. The Chaim says she's allowed to give it to a non-Jewish washerwoman in order to have white clothing for Shiv Nakim. Also on Shabbos we wear linens and put out white, cloths in order for like on other Shabbosos. Mishra says, tablecloths, but not fresh sheets on the bed. Really should be allowed to wash on Thursday, as you always are allowed to Shabbos. As you said, but this we can understand as a prohibited. Even washing, we conduct ourselves in a certain commotion, as we shall see. Started by laundry. You don't have a shirt to exchange for Shabbos. You can wash and wear. But hair cutting and shaving, hair cutting. Also, garments, also altogether. The Mishnah writes, Shartin says about bris, can you take a haircut? Ms. Bialach is not sure about taking a haircut on Shabbos. I don't think we do it. You're only allowed to cut your nails. Shabbos, only for Shabbos. It's only allowed to comb your hair every day. I feel other mutar. I feel to Shiva, and even other is allowed to comb his hair, even within Shiva. The Dai showed the kibbutz also laundering is also feel himself kovetzish and who is even to go give to non-Jewish washerwoman Rosh Chodesh ve'er from Rosh Chodesh and on. I feel to be after Tisha B'av. You can only bring it back after Tisha B'av is over. Mishnah says if you like we said before, if you're on Shabbos, you're allowed to do it by non-Jew. Also, Gamil also but kibbutz from Rosh Chodesh. You're not allowed to have laundry altogether from Rosh Chodesh and on. For example, your rabbi is make from to give non-Jewish washermen wash from Rosh Chodesh to wash after Tisha B'av. And so for linens, you're allowed to rely on that. Besides for diapers, we have to wash every day. But if you gave it to the laundress before Rosh Chodesh, you don't have to protest. She'll tell specifically not to wash during the 9 days. To be aimed at after Tisha B'av, warn her not to bring them back until after Tisha B'av. Tezayin. V'dai, Yishno, the Avagav, the Kibbutz, Einu Machmir Rakim Rosh Chodesh, even laundry only Machmir from Rosh Chodesh, Apple Tea Sporas, haircuts, and Nogin, less from Shiva Sarbatamos, not none from Shiva Sarbatamos or none. Mishum Tisporas Einu Shchiach Kibbutz is because taking haircut is not as prevalent and as necessary as laundering. Lachem B'tir Sheyami, Lo Nikar Yisuro. Oh, that's not because it's not necessary. No, sorry. But it means it's not prevalent, and therefore you're not going to, sorry, just as refrains a haircut for 9 days, you're not going to recognize that you didn't get a haircut. So you need to have a chefta of not having a significant amount of not having cut hair. That's why it extends to Shiva Sarbatamos. You're allowed immediately to take a haircut and to launder. Even though in the Gemara there's somebody who asks the entire week in which Tisha B'Av takes place both before and after Tisha B'Av. We don't hold that way. On the 10th day it's immediately permissible. However, she's says to wait until after midday, as we do for eating meat. Mishnah says those who have a custom not to eat meat and wine until Shabbos Nachmu, it's a minhag tov, say no after they matir neder. Magen Avram say it should be matir neder. As long as they were matir neder, it's usher even to haircut and laundry until Thursday before Shabbos Nachmu. I don't think anybody has the custom nowadays, so I don't think it matters. Lamaisa, many people have the custom nowadays, and I do as well, to get around the issue of not wearing wash clothes during the 9 days, to put clothing on the floor and step on it before you wear it, including underwear as well. Yud Zayin, Medina the Gemara, Shechal Tishba Yom Rishon, according to the circular law from the Gemara, when Tishba comes on Sunday, or Shabbos, or it comes on Shabbos, Nidchei Yom Rishon, push off the Sunday. We're talking about Chol Davar Shnei Shavuos, you're allowed to do everything both weeks. Come Tishba B'Av, Ein Zeh Shavuos Shechal Tishba B'Av, so for Tishba B'Av, it's not the weekend when Tishba B'Av takes place. Asher La'achar Tishba B'Av, the second week is after Tishba B'Av. That's too less so Shavuot Shil. Fun of the Torah holds a week before it's also Ishagam Semikra Shavuot Shechal Tishba B'Av, because that's also considered to be like the week in which Tishba B'Av takes place. Then Mishnah says, yeah, but that's only when Tishba B'Av actually takes on Shabbos and pushed off. Tishba B'Av comes out on Sunday, that doesn't apply. Friday, it's Thursday and Friday, according to that Shita of the tour, you're allowed to do everything covered Shabbos. But that's not our minhag. So everything according to Ashkenazim, as we explained. These parts Shiva Sabbath and here goes from 17th day of Tammuz. Possession also be the post is that which you're not allowed to do laundry. I feel chabes b'skar, pig the any who he seemed to wash for money, clothing which belongs to a non-Jew. Mishnah says, yeah, but even for this, our minhag is only to aser Shavuot Shechal B'Tei and not from Rosh Chodesh. So do laundry for non-Jews, you can do until Shavuot Shechal. Interesting. According to the story of law that's admitted anyway, regardless Shem and Simon, no simcha, it's parnasa. It's because of suspicion. Marasayin. People shouldn't say she's washing her own clothes. So therefore, if it's in a private place, it's mutter. So if it's known to the masses that she is their professional laundress, or it's clear these are non-Jewish garments, she's allowed to wash them. And Mishra, when she doesn't have batit, she's certainly allowed to wash the clothes of a non-Jew even during the Shavuot Shechal Tisha B'Av.